Today on the Mike O'Mara Show.
People can hear this.
He doesn't care about them.
You're confusing me.
I don't mean to confuse you. All I want to do is help.
East Egg and West Egg never talk to each other. They just don't.
Okay, now that Oscar is making Great Gatsby references, I think I'm going to go shoot myself.
I have multiple shoehorns in my... I keep my laces done on my golf shoes and pop them right down.
Do you have a long one?
I have two long ones. Oh, by the way, go to any country club. They're all over country clubs, too.
Yeah.
We're old and we need to slip our shoes on.
People die and they leave them in the locker.
No, they have them hang up ass.
Spry.
You know, Anthony Bourdain did dives into favelas in South America
but to be
where
fair,
there was gang warfare going on.
Bourdain,
it was
Bourdain
amazing.
never traveled to Flavortown.
All that and more. The Mike O'Mara Show starts now. Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Robb Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
We are coming to you from Keystone, South Dakota. Green River, Utah is the place to go.
It's not.
I don't know why I did that. Faraday, Louisiana, Carlsbad, California, Highland, Illinois, and Interlaken, Switzerland. This is the Mike O'Mara Show, Halloween edition.
Hey.
Woo! No, it's not. We're not doing anything special for that. By the way, I've cleared up around here. We thought originally that someone was having a party in the neighborhood, and then it was going to be Saturday night trick-or-treating in our neighborhood. No, it's the official Sunday night, which I kind of value. I think you should be trick-or-treating on October 31st. But with that said...
Oh, the kids will be in great shape for school on Monday, won't they?
It is unquestionably the worst possible night to have Halloween, but you can't manipulate the calendar in that way. You can manipulate federal holidays and give us long weekends occasionally, but you cannot manipulate the, I guess Saturday night would be the best night, or Friday night.
Ideal,
right?
Yeah. Well, it's Saturday because then you have the whole day to prep your costume.
And Saturday is all right for fighting.
It is, it's all right.
It's all right for fighting.
It is.
All right.
I've got to get
You would
get a belly full of beer.
Wouldn't you, on a Sunday night, get trick-or-treaters on a Saturday night and a Sunday night?
No.
No, I mean, I'm not, lights are off on Saturday night. I'm not going to deal with that. No,
Your house is going to get egged.
Everyone that comes on a Saturday night is not a trick-or-treater. They're a beggar.
No, but it also, if you have a neighborhood... where the plan is to do it, and they put a thing out. But no, it's going to be sad. The good thing about Halloween in my neighborhood, we have friends of ours who are coming over with their twin sons, and he is an older dad, and I'm an older dad, so I get along well with this guy. And they are doing it Sunday, and it's the first real post-COVID Halloween. We still have COVID, but the cases are way down. And last year was a disaster. A disaster. And it was just scary. It was still nerve-wracking. People were doing different things. This year, I was watching a news story about it this morning on the low percentage of risk factor for kids. And with that said, we're maybe going to hop on the vaccine train for my son maybe as early as next week. So there is good news around. By the way, and good news needs to be emphasized and needs to be shouted from the highest mountain.
More good news.
Big step in Montgomery County today. Their indoor mask mandate is lifted. Montgomery County has lifted it.
That's we're making progress. So I think it's
good for dentists.
Going into, did you say dentists?
Dentists. Because if you had a bad smile, you didn't have to really even think about it until the mask came off. I've always mentioned this. I said,
this is true.
The dentist must be begging, especially orthodontists, for these masks to come down.
Well, I know that my son is going to be having some significant work done on his baby molars because he, we brush religiously and we floss religiously, but because of the snacking and the softness of the baby teeth, he's got some cavities, and that's a little financial hit that the O'Mara
he mostly eats granola, right?
Granola bars.
Just a quick
crumbled up so you can eat them.
Let's see if I know about life. A cavity for a child costs what, $50?
Hey, Carla.
Right.
I don't know.
I was going to ask her.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think it's gauged that way.
I think, hey, Carla!
Like for an adult, you're talking about what? Like $150, $200? Dentist? Full price?
No, he's got multiples. He's got to do left side and right side.
Ooh, you should get a group
and I know that it's like a massive amount of money.
Really?
Like ridiculous
for
money.
Kids?
Yeah. A cavity now is in the hundreds of dollars.
Yeah. Hundreds of dollars?
Yes, multiple hundreds.
Oh, my God, I'd be pissed.
Now, can I ask a question about trick-or-treating this year? Because I think in the past, you've sort of done like trunk or treat or sort of scheduled events for Michael, and then last year was off. Is he doing proper?
No, last year we did neighborhood.
Okay, but this year, is it going to be typical door-to-door, ring the bell, trick-or-treat, smell my feet?
The guy that sold me this house and sold my other house has a massive party in his driveway, and then the kids, and that's the side of our community. That's
White Rocks.
That's the side of the neighborhood that I live in that's more kid-heavy, and so then they're off, and it's finally.
So he doesn't walk with you. He runs with his friends.
Well, he's bringing two friends are coming over too, so he's going to have.
Yeah, but do you walk with them? Like as a parent?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you just let them go.
Absolutely. No. Well, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of new where we're really going to go to this party, which is not in our side of the neighborhood, and hang out for a little bit and say hi, and then now that he's 8 and he's got 2 buddies.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of maybe a hang, maybe more of a hang for
throw
mommy
an air
and dad.
tag at his shoe.
But once again, I'm going to be I'm not motivated to hang out and party on a Sunday night. I don't have any real desire for that, and it's kind of shaping up.
Saturday, would you be?
Saturday would be fantastic
because it's a good group. It's a good group of folk,
right?
Yeah.
But also you have to remember, I'm post bad weekend.
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
I'm not doing
bad boy.
I'm not doing. What?
This is a perfect opportunity to sort of make amends and show that you're a good guy.
Yeah.
But it's not
get real
here.
hammered. And
I don't have but I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I want to be. We tape early in the morning
We're
now, and
trying to help the man, not hurt the man.
What do you mean? Why? What are you trying to do by helping me? I'm helping myself.
We shouldn't encourage
you. As I sound like Jerry Seinfeld, I'm helping myself.
We shouldn't encourage you to
drink.
Yes.
No, I wasn't encouraging him to drink. I was encouraging him to show up and
show off.
And hey, buddy.
But that's not the same people.
Yeah,
well, then, okay, then
different
I apologize.
Circle of friends.
Okay.
You don't even know or care about my life.
Well, no.
You don't even listen. You couldn't tell. Do I play golf at the same place where I live?
No.
Okay.
Does he ever?
Then why would it be an opportunity for me to show the good side of me?
Because you are showing.
Why would I have to?
You are showing a good side.
To your family?
Maybe there are people that are in doubt. Maybe rumors have gotten around. You want to reinforce.
How? I'm the
Mike,
place that
you do a huge podcast.
Huge.
People can hear this.
He doesn't care about them.
You're confusing me.
I don't mean to confuse you. All I want to do is help.
Look, East Egg and West Egg never talk to each other. They just don't.
Okay, now that Oscar is making Great Gatsby references, I think I'm going to go shoot myself.
This is a controversy-free zone.
Okay, good.
There is no controversy because there's not engagement.
Okay.
There's very little engagement. And it might have been a little prickly when the guy was selling our house.
Okay.
But at the same time, we've always been pleasant when we see him. He's got kids. We've got kids. And it should be fun.
Okay, so back to Michael. If he is hanging with 8, maybe /9-year-olds, I'm trying to think. I think that's about the age.
There will be 2 of his buddies. His main buddy, and then his main buddy's twin brother.
That's 2nd and 3rd graders, roughly. That's about the time that I was sent out on my. Of course, this was 40 years ago, but that's about the time that I was sent out on my own to trick or treat.
It wasn't 40 years ago.
What grade is
40 years ago, I was 10. Yeah.
What grade is he in again?
Oh, 40 years ago when you were sent out on your own.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's a thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would lend itself maybe to more bad behavior because then it would be me and the dad. I think the dad
separate is
the
better.
Dad and I like to do the same things, if you know what I mean.
I hear you.
And I don't know. I'm not worried about it. What are your plans, Oscar? You going to do anything? I know Rob's going to button up his house. I think that's what he's doing.
I might put some candy. I might do the take one thing, and just because I don't want to be a jerk, but I don't want to deal with it. So
Okay.
Shannon, Halloween's one of Shannon's favorite holidays.
Because she's a Wiccan.
She loves to dress up.
A Wiccan priestess.
Yes.
She is. She's
what is she? Does she know what she's wearing yet?
She does. This is what's wild, Mike, is the pandemic took her off her A game last year because we weren't going to go out.
Right. Yeah.
And then
that was a bad one for people that wanted to go out and party. That was a bad Halloween.
We wanted to go to a party, and then we realized we have 0 friends. So there's nothing to do there.
It's tough because you and I and Rob were, for so many years associated with the radio station.
Yes.
That would usually, especially in the go-go days, have a big Halloween party. I love being on the radio at Halloween.
Our friends have a big Halloween block party on their block in McLean with a bunch of kids, and they have kids, and maybe we'll go there and hang out with them.
Most of our costumes are Hollywood originals. This is a McLean block party.
But I did get Santos a costume for tomorrow that he'll be running around.
What's he going to be wearing?
He's going to be a dragon.
Dogs love clothes.
I like the dragon. I've seen the dragon. Dogs love clothes. No, they don't.
No,
Linus
was miserable. We got him a costume 2 years ago where you strapped a jockey to his back so he looked like a racehorse.
That's hilarious.
Dogs hate it. Dogs hate to be dressed up. What about Shannon again? What is she going to be dressed up as?
So if we're, this is what's great. We have so many great costumes that are on standby. Like she's got a Black Swan costume. She has.
Hold on, let me get my dinger out. Okay, hold on. That sounded dirty. Let me get my dinger out. Right. Black Swan.
Yes. Yeah. She has a Mother of Dragons Khaleesi costume on standby all times, and I can always be Juan Snow again if we had to do that.
Have you ever called on these costumes out of season?
It's a lot of work.
We're going to play the Khaleesi game tonight.
It's going to be dragon game tonight.
And then she's got to
light the fire, baby.
She's really big into the I guess that makeup that looks like you are the photorealistic makeup,
like very very intense, like movie style makeup.
Yes.
Okay. But gory stuff?
What do you mean, like?
Yeah. Like she likes the gory stuff.
No.
That's not your thing.
Sexy zombie?
I'll let her know.
How about sexy SWAT team member? Lock him up!
Mike's suggestion was for all of our female listeners is the new Hooters waitress costume.
Oh, that's a one. That gets a ding too. This guy. The new Hooters.
You think we're perverts?
By the way, to the Hooters company, it was time for a change. Way to upgrade.
Yes, the food is the same.
Yeah,
I thought it was a
food
throwback,
will always be the same.
An homage to the
there was blowback,
past.
but that's
no, it was a throwback.
Oh, throwback.
That's what the shorts used to be like, I thought.
Right. Hey, she can't wear the Khaleesi costume because that's passé.
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's more of a contemporary when Game of Thrones was hot. It's not as hot anymore.
She wanted to do Squid Game for a while, and then, like everything, it was just... They were like, maybe it'll come by. Amazon said maybe by the 31st, but probably November 2nd. Don't need to deal with that drama.
Well,
I got an FBI badge
costume
coming to Michael that he's supposed to get on Saturday, so I'm not sure that's going to work out either.
You can always,
maybe she could dress up as a loving wife.
No one would buy it. You could, Mike. Badges are easy to fake. Cardboard and tinfoil. You can do that, and that plays at a distance. So you can, if you have to make one,
and put a little chain around it.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
His friends will make fun of him.
No. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He's got his little plastic service revolver, which is the most important.
Did you fake him up an earpiece?
No! Please,
yes,
I have to remember to do that.
Yeah,
earpiece, very, very important.
That would be great.
But you're not doing anything, Rob, right? Nothing at all.
You never know.
You want to come over and drink in Georgetown?
No, too far away.
Okay,
too far away.
Mind.
But you never know. Depending on the weather,
you can sleep on our couch.
No, I can't. It's too short and thin. It's short, thin couch. What would be the possibility is, and there are people in my neighborhood that do this. I could put the Solo stove in my driveway, sit out there, greet people, have beers for the grown-ups, which is a really lovely thing to do. And I'm very tempted to do that on Sunday night.
That'll be fun.
And that way Linus doesn't go...
It's going to be cold up where you are. It's going to be cooler down here.
It's going to be
chilly.
I think it's going to be gorgeous, actually. I think it's going to be almost like perfect. The worst thing, do you remember when you were little and it was trick-or-treat time and it was cold, unseasonably cold, and your mom or dad would say, okay, Spider-Man, you got to wear a jacket.
And you're like, you got to ruin the costume.
I missed the fun time in my childhood with my mom being into Halloween. Kathy got all of that. Mom used to set up in the garage.
Kathy ruined it for you?
We had a small cape in our house that when you came down the driveway, what's going on? What?
Oh,
hold on.
Breaking news whenever.
Tornado watch right here. Oh, okay. Watch is okay. Warning. Is when we're getting the gates of hell opening up. Hey, what was I going to ask Carla before?
What's Carla going to dress up as?
Carla, you going to dress up on Halloween?
Yeah, I'm going to be a cookie, and remember, you're the milk.
I don't want to be the milk.
Just please.
I don't want to be the milk to your.
Thank you for naming the show this early.
What? Cookie in your milk.
What? Come over here. Give everybody a treat. Come on, give everybody a little treat. You look fine. What?
Ridiculous.
Excuse me? I'm not being ridiculous. I think the
he
guys
loves
and
you. We need
everybody in the audience.
Pick me up would be great.
I think people would love to see what you look like when you get out of the shower.
I'm cookie in your milk.
Yeah. Can we see Cookie?
Please come over, Cookie, please.
Come on, Cook.
Just a second. Just lean in.
Yeah.
See what you look like before you've put any makeup on.
That is sweet.
That's so sweet.
Carla, you're beautiful. I want to show you off to the world.
That's
Please.
so nice of you.
This will really this will boost our numbers today.
Here we go.
Please, are you gone? She's not answering.
Mike, actually, if you don't want to be the milk, I think I have a good costume idea for you. If
she's a cookie?
No, if you swapped costumes with her, she could be the milk. You put on the cookie and huge glasses, and you're Jack Kent Cookie.
Yeah, but that'd be great. That'd be great 30 years ago.
Genius.
Right? That would be great 30 years ago.
Mike,
this is my wife,
That's a fantastic idea, Rob. It's irrelevant to today, but it's a beautiful idea.
But you've got the cookie.
30 years ago.
All you need is big glasses and the wool hat.
That is such a great idea for 30 years ago that I'm laughing today.
It's a deep
when
cut.
It's over.
It's a deep
Jack
cut.
Kent Cookie.
Don't dip me
You put
in
you have a
milk.
cookie with the with the fedora.
The big wool fedora, yeah.
The wool fedora.
And then
huge glasses.
And then you have a newspaper in your hand that you use to clean the windows.
That's right, with vinegar.
So you remember that detail.
do remember,
yeah.
The Squire.
Big Super Bowl ring. Anyway, have a wonderful Halloween, everybody. I might just stay home and I might play Who the F Is It?
Oh, snap. Out of the blue.
And Mike, even if it's not true, please call this the Halloween edition of Who the F Is It?
Let me turn that up a little bit.
This is great.
We're playing Who the F Is It now.
Can you upset me from my winning streak?
The F is
Well, if
it?
he has somebody cool.
So now it's not on you.
Carla indicates to me this might be an easy one for you guys.
Okay,
that somebody might get it early on. And I tend to agree with her. The cool thing is I put out 10 clues for Who the F Is It, and I mix and match sometimes. I don't use them in the order originally. If I feel like, they're getting close, I do.
So
Here's the game.
You don't do an inverted pyramid on purpose?
No, I actually start with 1 through 10, 1 being something very generic, and I get closer with 10. But sometimes when I'm in the middle, I flip them around just to make it more difficult for you guys. So the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen, is Who
the F Is It?
Who the F Is It? Everybody. All right, are you ready? This is the game where I give
a quick rule recap. Remember, when you have your guess, Oscar, what do?
Oh, you say, I've got it.
Exactly, and also, the louder the better.
And also, a quick note from our producer at home, Mr. Ponyboy. What about Boo the F Is It?
Boo for Halloween. Boo the F Is It.
Nice Pony.
When you hear that sound, of course, that means you've guessed incorrectly or time has expired. And now, without further ado, let's dive right in, ladies and gentlemen, to Who.
Boo.
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 I'm not going to do that every time.
We'll do it.
I don't know. The idea would have been better if Pony had been here.
Oh, he's home again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why he's excited about the game.
He makes his own schedule.
Well, let me start that again. Here we go. You guys ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Clue number 1. He was born in 1956. Yeah, you get a he right out of the gate.
So it's a man.
And
it's a man,
baby.
From
the 50s.
He might have been eligible for retirement this year. He could be 64 or 65.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. I have no guess at this point.
When does Social Security start?
For me?
65.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
oddly enough, yes.
You can hold off. and get a larger premium if you wait till like 70 or 68. I think.
That's how they
it's
get
not
you.
a premium. It's not
that's how they get
a
you.
benefit.
A benefit.
They hope you die.
Premium you pay, benefit you get.
Okay.
All right.
I misspoke.
Moving right along, clue number 2. His father was a Catholic. His mother was Jewish.
Mixed heritage. That means he identifies as Jewish because it goes through the maternal bloodline as far as religion goes.
Shalom.
Absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I got nothing.
But
no guesses?
No, I just guess there's a lot of guilt in the house.
Well, it might be a loud house.
Could be loud too. Could be very loud.
Catholic
You
guilt,
never
Jewish guilt.
really know.
Yeah. Catholic
I'm
guilt.
sorry.
and Jewish
No
guilt, yeah.
guesses
All
that
right,
particular
sorry.
round. Clue number 3.
Right.
He spent most of his childhood in New Jersey.
I've got it.
Rob Spiewak.
Nathan Lane.
Incorrect, but a nice
Yes.
guess.
Damn
Very
it.
nice guess. Would Nathan Lane be 64, 65?
I bet
Would he be
you
that old?
that's pretty close. Yeah, I'll give you a
I
check.
thought he was in the dumpster.
No.
He was a martial arts blue belt in jiu-jitsu.
Blue belt.
Actually, Mike, he was only half jujitsu.
His father was Catholic.
Jitsu.
God.
Martial artist. 65.
50s. Oh, no.
No. New Jersey.
I got nothing.
Sorry, time is up.
Okay.
Let's move on to clue number 5.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen. He was a best-selling author. But this ties into a later clue, but it wasn't everything he did.
Oh, okay.
So he did write a
biography.
book. Write a book, yeah.
About his life. Who kicked ass and took names, was Jewish and Catholic.
I'm guessing it is someone in the art of comedy.
Comedy sports?
Improv? Big in shopping malls? No, I don't think that. I think more of a time.
You have to be fit to do jujitsu.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nothing. I got nothing.
All right, we'll move on to our next clue. When I said it was tied into another clue where he was a best-selling author, he was considered a rock star, and I'm not talking about a literal rock star. I'm using that figuratively.
Yes,
he was considered a rock star in not 1, not 2, but 3 separate fields.
Oh, what's it when you win a Tony?
An EGOT.
An EGOT.
Yeah.
All right, we're
But
close.
that would only be, he'd only be a GOT maybe. Because it's 3 fields.
3 fields, that talented, 65. I got nothing.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
time has.
This is
Tom
odd because if you
has,
thought this
run
was
out.
going to be an easy one for us, we're 6 clues in and the water is still
And
muddy.
who screams Jersey?
Right.
I got by the clue that I thought would give it away. All
right,
it's
thank
another
you.
hint for
Thank
you. Next clue for you, gentlemen. In one of those 3 fields, he was a vocal advocate against sexual harassment.
Who the F is it?
I've got it.
Oh,
Rob Spiewak.
Harvey Weinstein.
That is incorrect. Oh, he's going to be shecky today. Just deal with it,
I was
Oscar.
like,
He's
oh my
gonna-
God, he's got it.
I thought so. He sold it,
Yeah,
didn't
I
he?
was like,
you
oh,
really
damn
did.
it. Sorry.
All right, here's another one that
Yes.
might be the tipping point.
Yes.
Okay.
This is clue number 8. He was a user of heroin, cocaine, and LSD.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
And survived?
Wait,
I didn't say that.
Oh, he could be dead. Could be dead.
snap.
Now, here's the thing. He's youngish to be an LSD guy.
Yeah, but 65, jiu-jitsu.
I'm sorry, your time has
I'm so
expired.
Oh.
Damn it.
All right,
Is this 10?
we're on to
Is 9?
This is number 9.
this is number 9. Number nine. He died.
Okay.
Thank you.
This might do it. He died in France.
Oh, my God.
I've got it.
Rob Spiewak.
Rock star Jim Morrison.
That is incorrect.
No!
France?
Well, yeah, but he'd be too young for that. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Now keep in mind all the previous clues, and this is the 10th clue.
Yes.
Right.
And just keep in mind all the clues when I tell you the final clue. He was a famous world traveler.
I've got it.
Oscar Santana.
Anthony Bourdain.
Yes. Congratulations, you got
the streak ends.
What an a-hole. It took me forever to get to. I should have known
How about that?
And you know what?
Thank you.
I'm getting better at this, aren't I?
Really well played. You beat me by a few minutes.
Thank you.
Wow, yes.
Or as the kids say, a minute.
Born in 1956, blue belt in jiu-jitsu, best-selling author, vocal advocate against sexual harassment in the restaurant industry.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that now.
Right around the time that became public, right around the time of Mario Batali, who fell off the radar when he had those allegations. Rock star in 3 fields. He was a famous chef. He was a famous author, and then a famous television personality.
Yeah.
Early in his days, used everything. Was a druggie, addicted to heroin, cocaine, LSD. Used all that. Unfortunately, committed suicide. Found at a hotel in France, and of course, probably in the modern history, the most famous world traveler that we have on
TV. There's a great
and
documentary on any pay-per-view that you have, whether it's Apple TV or your Comcast or Verizon. You can find it. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Beautiful.
And I apologize. A lot of my guests were way off base. Well,
we fell into show business.
Thinking with my heart.
If you are a turbo fan of Bourdain, the jiu-jitsu clue would probably get it. I interviewed him a few years back, and I will tell you, it was one of the, I love the food people from the Food Networks, and I was about as excited about interviewing Anthony Bourdain as any guest, and I also had trepidation because he has such a prickly personality and is so outspoken and opinionated on his show. He could not have been a nicer guy to me. And really, really, it was one of the great pleasures in my life to talk to Anthony Bourdain, and I was busted up when he did this. Sure. Let me tell you about what I love. I am not a big traveler. I've traveled a little bit, but I haven't traveled extensively. My sister and brother-in-law have. And what I loved about Anthony Bourdain, I've traveled enough outside of this country to know that his philosophy of getting off the plane, getting yourself a place to hang out, and then venturing out and just exploring on your own. Obviously, minding safety procedures if you're in a rough part of the world. He did that, and that's how you do it. You can learn more about a city by, rolling into a pub, meeting somebody, and just chatting for 2 or 3 hours than you do following around somebody with a flag that wants to show you where the sights of that city. You can do the sightseeing, but I think I loved his idea about getting out there and getting your hands dirty.
Forgive me if I get this wrong, but it seems to me that you did a trip to Ireland where a segment of it you did just sort of, let it happen. Yeah. And you said that was the best part of it, right?
I took a trip to Ireland with my family where we had one hotel reserved. And we traveled through Ireland because we were so aware, I think of my first trip to that country, that the economy of bed and breakfasts are so significant that we went from town to town and would go into have lunch somewhere and ask about a good B&B, call the B&B, and stay there the night. It was a blast.
Was it Limerick?
A few minor Limerick. We went to Limerick. I found my ancestry in County Limerick, and it was just a great trip. Outside of a few skirmishes with someone that I probably wasn't meant to be married to. But that's
we all have a past.
Mike,
but Elizabeth, I remember Elizabeth was little, had orange juice, too much orange juice for breakfast, and threw up in the little foyer of the B&B that we were in. It was and very easily cleaned up, but it was a moment for her, sweet little Elizabeth.
Well, remember that at Thanksgiving to tell her to watch the orange juice.
No more OJ, but yeah, Anthony Bourdain. The thing that's sad about him is that as far as his writing ability, really beautiful prose when you listen to the TV show and you hear him describe places. Not afraid to be into the weeds, a fearless guy, and so many. It's very sad to me that as a fan of those cooking shows and those world travel and go to this restaurant and go to that, where outside of guys like Andrew Zimmern, another guy I've had the pleasure of talking to, you've got, Halloween Wars, where it's super cheap on a backlot studio where they go in and they have a battle on who can make the best cupcake, when you could offer your viewers so much more under the guise of doing what Anthony Bourdain did. It's too expensive, I think.
Well,
that's probably the reason
it's like a travel
in
log.
this new COVID world. It's probably impossible to shoot now.
Well, yeah, but they get around to it.
I don't know. I think they could. It depends on. I think they certainly could have right around the time of Anthony Bourdain's death.
Absolutely. But there was actually a bunch of travelogue shows that were trying to mimic what Bourdain was doing, but the magic of Bourdain is that was him. It was what could this guy get into?
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with cooking.
Well, even Guy Fieri, who is a very nice gentleman, and I can put his show on at any time and be amused by it. But it's that formula, find restaurant, walk into restaurant, talk to customers who like a particular food, go in the back, see how that food is made. Test it yourself, say it's delicious,
lie about
on to the next place. That gets a little tedious. Anthony Bourdain did dives into, favelas in South America,
but to be
where
fair,
there was gang warfare going on.
Bourdain,
it was
Bourdain
amazing.
never traveled to Flavortown.
Yeah, it was just, look, as someone who doesn't travel as much, but I'm fascinated with the world, I would love to see more shows like that. Yeah. A lot of the shows that we see are these absolute inane competition shows on the Food Network. It's like someone somewhere long ago said, we love competition. Mm-hmm. And what happened? Right?
Yeah. Well,
our culture right now is based completely on competition. It's insane.
I
love it.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
More than the Transformers?
We can't all win. Like, somebody's got to win. I watched the Lego War show and like a Rube, and I'm like, I wonder which tower is going to fall on the earthquake test. Like a Rube.
Wow.
And I'll pick my favorites.
You are a Rube. Yeah. All caps. All caps. R-U-B-E. Love you to death, but what a Rube. Oh, my God.
Lego contest show.
Yes. Lego contest show coming on. Shannon, come on downstairs. Did you get the Khaleesi outfit on yet?
Earthquake test.
There we go. We'll take a break and come back with the homepage right here on the Mike O'Meara Show. And now, Robb Spiewak does outdated impressions. Get ready to Google Sydney Greenstreet.
Delicious Robb Spiewak fruitcakes. Ah, Wilma, on black walnuts alone we could make a fortune.
Frank Nelson.
Yes? Oh, you haven't ordered yet. Well, they're only available for a limited time, dummy.
Katharine Hepburn.
I love the fruitcakes. Rally, I do.
Clark Gable.
Fruitcake? I love you.
Frank Morgan.
Who rang that bell? Oh, it's a fruitcake delivery. Bring it right in, the wizard.
Peter Lorre.
You despise me, don't you? Would you still hate me if I gave you a fruitcake?
And Betty Davis.
This year has been a horrible year, dude. What you need is a Robb Spiewak fruitcake, or it's going to be a bumpy night.
Ah, yes. Taking you back to the days of yesteryear. The classics hold up, just like the taste of a Robb Spiewak fruitcake. Get yours now at MikeO'MearaShow.com.
You should hear my Buster Keaton impression.
Taste the classic greatness. For those of you that don't get that joke, Buster Keaton, a silent movie star.
Silence.
So you see, with big, baggy Basset Hound eyes. Anyway, welcome back to the Mike O'Meara Show, brought to you by Cornerstone. Did you know the definition of excessive debt is carrying more than $17,000 in recurring credit card debt? And the latest survey shows that 1 in 4 Americans fall right smack dab into this category. Hi, I'm Mike O'Meara. How are you?
Nice to see you.
That means 25% of you listening right now need to hear what I'm about to say to you. With the massive rise in home equity and the imminent rise in interest rates, there's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity to take cash out for any reason you need. And call my good friend, Mark Livingstone.
Good guy.
He's got a great team at Cornerstone First Financial. Whether you're paying off credit cards, student loans, your ex-spouse, please take that out of the copy, or purchasing a Bitcoin, you can enjoy some sweet jumps. No, some sweet tax deductibility by wrapping it all into a cash-out refinance.
Did you ever pay off your spouse?
Cornerstone First lends their own money so they can meet or beat any competitor. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, it's not a question of if, but when these rates will go back up. So do you and your family a favor and call today, 202-625-1221 or cornerstonefirst.com. What music are you playing in the background?
This is Manhattan Skyline. I believe it's by David Shire. It's from the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. I've always liked this instrumental.
It doesn't sound like a Saturday Night Fever.
A Love Boat song.
But it's definitely got a disco feel to it.
Oh, see, now I can hear it. Now I can hear it a little better. Okay.
I like to mix it up.
Okay, that's it. All right. I heard it. I don't know whether I like it. All right.
From the four corners of the World Wide Web,
Mike might not like
your
you.
digital device. It's
what the song?
The song.
This is the homepage.
Whole tray. Sorry, the homepage.
The whole tray.
The homepage.
You know, folks, I have to tell you this. I bring this to you every day simply because people are still talking about it. It's not going away, and it's the Alec Baldwin incident. Police are continuing to investigate how a cinematographer was killed and a director injured by a prop gun on the set of the Alec Baldwin Western Rust. Here is the latest. The film's armorer, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, we've been talking about her a lot. She told police the day of the shooting that she checked the ammo in the gun and they were all dummy rounds. She also said there were never live rounds on the set. She claimed the gun was locked in a safe during lunch that day and taken out just before the shooting. But she did say there were other people who had access to the safe. Assistant Director David Halls is the man who handed the gun to Baldwin and declared it cold, meaning it wasn't dangerous. He said he remembers seeing 3 rounds in the gun, but he didn't check all of the chambers, which he should have done. The more I get from this,
it's cluttered. It's
why
so
would there
up.
be anything with the live round anywhere? Why would there be live rounds on the set? Why would you mess around? Nobody's using live rounds.
And also,
except guys that are playing with the guns, that are gun enthusiasts, that want to go shoot. I forgot what they call it. There was a name for it. It wasn't target shooting. It was pickling or something. I forgot what the hell
this
it was.
May be a Rube question, and I don't even know if you know the answer. Is a dummy round the same thing as a blank?
Yes.
I assume
okay,
so.
just checking.
Yes.
But Mike, I think, and this is probably going to be shocking to you, but I do believe that if managed properly, this would never happen. That's why it doesn't happen all the time.
The body of work in Hollywood speaks to that, right?
And I don't think you have to be a gun enthusiast to want to shoot the guns. It's just being completely irresponsible to shoot the guns when the guns will probably end up be back up on set.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. And the only reason I meant the enthusiast part is that we did more of a dive on that Hannah Gutierrez-Read yesterday.
Yes.
And it seemed like she was on a podcast talking about her enthusiasm for firearms.
And the youth, maybe certain aspects of youth says, oh, everything's going to be okay because you haven't seen when things go sideways.
Right. You don't realize the
continues.
importance.
It continues on here that Assistant Director David Halls is the man who handed the gun to Baldwin and declared it cold, meaning it wasn't dangerous. He said he remembers seeing 3 rounds in the gun, but he didn't check all of the chambers, which he should have done. Yeah.
How would you see 3 if you didn't look at them all?
You would take out the cylinder. It's a revolver.
Yeah.
The cylinder, and you would look in and see if there are rounds in every chamber, and if there are rounds, that they're dummy rounds and not live rounds, I guess.
But it seems to me that if he looked at it close enough to see 3, he would be able to see if there was other. But
also,
God,
I think we've all seen the videos that say a dummy round and a real round are hard to distinguish if you don't know enough about the craft.
I didn't know that, so that's new to me. After the shooting, Halls inspected the gun and found 4 dummy rounds, plus what appeared to be a spent live round. although that's not confirmed yet. Police do believe some of the ammo they confiscated from the location was live. Oh, and Halls was fired from the set of a movie in 2019 when a gun accidentally discharged, injuring a crew member. As for any possible charges, police haven't ruled out anyone yet, but that's all they're saying. So this continues because it's
what a nightmare.
There's so much potential for this story to take a different turn. We'll keep you posted. This is a funny story from Joe Buck, who's in the middle of the World Series. This whole sports announcing thing doesn't go well for him. He has a bright future as an Amazon warehouse worker because he revealed recently on a podcast, what's this podcast called? Smartless, that he had peed into a bottle while announcing a sporting event.
I think that's Will Arnett's podcast. Am I thinking of the right one? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He even did it while calling a Brett Favre touchdown. He said, quote, that, they come back from a break. I guess they're far away from a men's room.
Yeah.
He said, quote, I have peed in a bottle while calling an NFL touchdown. I swear to God. Quote, I was peeing in a trash can and they came back. It's true. I guess came back from spots.
Yeah.
They handed me like a little water bottle. We came back from a break and I was peeing, and the action started, and I called a touchdown while urine was coming out of me.
Wow.
I hadn't thought about that because if you think about it, by design, an NFL stadium doesn't always have a bathroom close to you.
No, I've been lucky enough to be at the press box where the Washington football team plays. There's nothing close by there.
Jeez. I'm going to set Rob up for a joke right now. When you were working as an assistant to Sonny up in the booth, when WJFK had the games, they had the booth in one place. Where was the toilet at FedEx Field located in?
It was back at RFK.
Very good. Very good.
I was going to say, this is the best story I've heard since Don Meredith took a dump during a field goal.
On air.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, look at that. The field goal is up, and it's good.
What are you doing, Dandy Don?
Well, the only reason to buy these Halloween treats Christmas treats would be to prank someone because they can't actually taste good. It's so gross.
What?
Here they are. Hot dog flavored candy canes. They're here.
Gross.
And they look exactly like normal candy canes. The novelty candy company Archie McPhee.
I know them.
You do?
Yes.
You know that company?
I used to take their catalog.
Of course you did.
And HBS knows Archie McPhee as well. Yeah, so shout out to my pops.
That'd be a fun catalog to get.
It's a good one.
They are selling 6-packs of the hot dog flavored candy canes for $6.50. Unfortunately, of course, they're all sold out. That's just prank. I mean, really great. You want a candy cane?
Oh my God.
There you go. Just watch the fun.
Yeah.
They've been selling odd candy cane flavors for a while now. Their other flavors include bacon, sardines, ketchup, kale, pickles, pizza, and mac and cheese.
They don't have the flavor they had last year, which was Joe Buck coming back from a commercial break.
Joe Buck, yeah. Oh my
tastes
God.
like asparagus.
The joke I would have, if I rewrote the joke, it would be so the one in Washington D.C. Stadium where's the men's room? It's in Annapolis. That's it. Oops. Maybe that wasn't good either. Do you have a go-to sandwich that you always order for
BLT.
lunch? Do you have a BLT is your thing?
Yes.
Oh, see, that's the fit you. That's your Do you have a regular, Rob, that you go
lunch,
to?
go always a Reuben. If they offer a Reuben, get the Reuben.
Reuben, the tale of two health profiles right there.
The sauerkraut is healthy.
Yeah, it's cabbage. 2/3 of Americans say they usually order the same type of sandwich, and our favorite overall, cheesesteaks. That's what Americans like. According to a new poll done by French's Mustard, America's 5 favorite sandwiches are number 1, cheesesteaks, number 2, burgers, of course. Pulled pork sandwiches at number 3. I didn't think it'd make it up that much. Italian subs.
Very nice. Very nice.
And Robb Spiewak, Reubens.
Oh, there you go.
I like to eat a pulled pork sandwich when I watch that Lego show.
I get my BLTs with spicy mustard, no mayo.
Yeah, he does. He's a healthy fella.
See, that's very, very healthy. For me, for this survey, I think putting a burger on the list is a cheat, but that's me. 2/3 of people say a good sandwich needs between 3 and 6 toppings, including condiments and things like onions or tomatoes, but 57% say the meat is the most important part, and the least popular ingredient that can ruin a sandwich is olives, and I agree with that.
Yeah, you very seldom need an olive, yeah.
Also ranking low on that as far as ruining a sandwich. Hello, Carla. Banana peppers. Carla adores banana peppers. She likes those.
As far as that list goes, it skews old because you hear old people, they say, I'll have a hamburger sandwich.
God, that is so ancient.
So true.
Then I'm going to get into my Camry and drive 11 miles an hour. We got to fly. I got a couple of stories left here.
All right.
A 23-year-old woman in Georgia. This is gross. If you're eating, be mindful of that.
All right.
Her name is Hannah Hamilton, and she just posted a TikTok video after she found a decorative bead that she shoved up her nose 20 years ago.
Ooh. Hamilton.
Here's where it gets gross. Gross. She had a sinus infection and was really congested. She thought she had a huge booger in one of her nostrils.
Classic.
But no matter how hard she blew, it wouldn't come out. She just said, I haven't seen it. I didn't want to see it. So instead of seeing a doctor and going to a medical professional, she bought a tiny earwax camera. Okay, so you don't go for the $70 or $50 copay.
No.
You buy the hundreds of dollars for a camera to shove up your nose.
Yeah.
And she wanted to see what was going on. She eventually saw something crusty up there. Oh, God. With a little section of blue peeking through. That's when an old memory flashed back. When she was 3, she shoved a blue bead up her nose and never told her parents. It was one of those colorful beads you make necklaces with. And she'd gone 2 decades without realizing it was still in there. How gross is that? That she's not noticing it and she wouldn't try to get something out.
Because it's blocking for years.
Air passage.
Yeah,
you're like, you're congested, but am I congested?
Mike, I'm looking at
Or do
Hannah
I have
Hamilton.
a bead in my nose?
Looking at Hannah Hamilton right now.
She's cute.
She's cute, but also I don't think hygiene is job number 1.
Oh, stop.
Okay, so she's gross?
A little bit.
No. Rob's being a jerk. Like she looks like a normal college girl.
She has a lot of framed plates on her wall. Just saying.
People on TikTok thought she was lying and wanted proof, so she posted footage from the earwax camera that shows her yanking the thing out. She said it was very painful. That is so gross. I don't know why that makes me really... Yeah.
I still have 3 pennies.
Because we have deviated septums. We talk about this all the time. If we could fix it, we would.
I still have 3 pennies up my nose.
Bloody penny. And now a little something. Police in Northwest Wisconsin posted a Facebook photo last week after a drunk guy apparently tried to set up his ice fishing shack on a lake that wasn't frozen yet.
Funny.
Their Facebook post says temperatures had dipped down below freezing for a few nights in a row, and there was a little frost on the pumpkin, but it wasn't nearly cold enough for the lake to freeze solid. The photo shows the guy's ice shack trailer still hitched to his truck, and his truck and his trailer are both half submerged in the water. And it looks like there's no ice at all on the lake. In the Facebook post, the cops say they, quote, love ice fishing as much as everyone, but they wanted to be clear that the ice is not ready yet. The guy who did it is okay. He was arrested for drunk driving. It's not clear if they were able to salvage his ice shack or his truck. When asked for comment, the drunk man said, I just want to go home.
Ice shack, baby.
He was just being proactive.
That's all.
Yeah, proactive. We got to take a break. We'll come back with more fun and more thrills. You are listening to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present a creature?
You're a monster.
You're a monster.
So I'm a monster.
We're not monsters.
That's scary stuff, isn't it?
You're the monster. No, you were built this way, young lady.
You incredible soulless prick.
Come over here, you hot monster.
But I'm not.
Monster, Rob. He's a monster. That's
Absolutely.
what he is.
Oh my God, is this you calling me a monster?
You're a monster.
If you don't have a Mike O'Mara Show bonus subscription, you're a monster. Your blood will run cold with the fear of missing out on the frighteningly funniest hour of TMOS every week. Uncut, uncensored, undead.
It's alive!
Save yourself by ordering a TMOS bonus subscription by clicking the bloody banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com. The power of Christ compels you.
You're an inhuman monster! I said good day!
Welcome back to the Mike O'Meara Show. If you've got a small business, you know that there's nothing more valuable than your time. So stop wasting it on trips to the post office. Stamps.com makes it easy to mail and ship right from your computer. Save time and send letters and packages for less with discounted rates from USPS, UPS, and more. Since 1998, Stamps.com has been an indispensable tool for nearly 1 million businesses. Stamps.com brings the services of the U.S. Postal Service and UPS shipping right to your computer. All you need is a computer and a standard printer. That's it. No special supplies or equipment. Within minutes, you're up and running, printing official U.S. postage for any letter, any package, anywhere you want to send it. Plus, you'll get exclusive discounts on postage and shipping from USPS and UPS. I love to kick in with UPS with that.
Yes.
Once your mail is ready, just schedule a pickup or drop it off. No traffic, no lines. Cut the confusion out of shipping with Stamps.com. And with their new Rate Advisor tool, you can compare shipping rates and timelines to easily find your best option. This is what I want you to do. Save time and money with Stamps.com. There's no risk. With the promo code TMOS, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale with no long-term commitment or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in TMOS. That's Stamps.com, promo code TMOS, Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again. All right, in our next break, we are going to be talking to Oscar Santana about crypto again.
Yes.
I am still an idiot on crypto. I don't know where Rob stands on it, but maybe he knows.
I think you're in the majority, Mike. I don't think a lot of people understand it.
So you're still an idiot about it?
I'm an idiot about it, too.
I want to know more, and I'm more engaged with the next discussion we have. But before we do that in this segment, because we got a short one here, I wanted to play, I think Rob's got it, a very, very special tape to me. Back in the mid-1970s, this is how long ago, this is my childhood. It's when I was a teenager, and we go all the way back to just a delightful period in my childhood. My father was not sick yet, and he was healthy, and it was we were doing stuff together. He was an older dad, like I'm an older dad now, and we used to go to hockey games because I don't know how this happened, but lo and behold, a little fledgling league called the World Hockey Association started a league to compete with the NHL. And I was a massive hockey fan. I was a hockey player. I ended up playing high school hockey, and it was the sport that I lettered in. It was the only sport I lettered in. And it was just a great time in my childhood. 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get in the car in my little suburb, drive into Hartford, and go to what was the Hartford Civic Center.
Amazing.
And watch hockey. And we didn't have season tickets, couldn't afford those, but we would, tickets were not what they are now. And we could go into Hartford and get a same-day ticket and go to the game. And I did it with my dad. And my dad and I went to I believe it was a playoff game. Might be wrong about that one. But check this name out. They're playing a team, the New England Whalers. We're playing a team called the Minnesota Fighting Saints, probably based in Minneapolis, St. Paul, for the WHA. This league was filled with high-level NHLers, marquee players they stole from the NHL, and it was filled with guys that were maybe a little longer in the tooth than guys in the NHL, and mostly it was filled with a lot of tough guys.
Yeah.
AHL, American Hockey League tough guys. My dad and I were in the stands when this game took place. You might remember the movie Slapshot. All right. Slapshot had the Hanson brothers.
Right.
The Hanson brothers were really named Carlson. They were actual hockey players. One of the Hansons was on the New England, not the New England Whalers. He was on the Minnesota Fighting Saints.
Wow.
And his name was Jack Carlson. He was the enforcer / goon / fighter / maniac that you had for the Minnesota Fighting Saints. There was another goon on the Minnesota Fighting Saints by the name of Bill Butters.
That's my favorite.
Bill Butters looked like a psychopath. He had a bowl haircut, jet black hair, and he looked like he could grow a beard in 6 seconds. He was this kind of guy. Now, on the other team, we had one really good guy that was an enforcer. His name was Nick Fatiu. He was an odd-looking player. He was big, he was tall, and he had a previous career in boxing. And he loved to flip the pucks into the stands at the end of warm-ups, and he was beloved by the New England Whalers fans. So that's the setup.
Okay.
What I'm going to play for you now is a play-by-play from a man we lost this week, Bob Newmeyer, along with his color commentator, Bill Rasmussen, and they are covering the Minnesota Fighting Saints against the New England Whalers and a hockey brawl that broke out that my dad and I witnessed live that is one of the most amazing spectacles I have ever seen. I think they do it justice. The names don't matter. The fights don't matter, except at the very, very end when the goalie knocks out one of the Minnesota Fighting Saints goons named Bill Butters. You'll hear Smith wants a piece of Butters, and he spills him. He knocks him down. That's all you need to know. The names don't matter. What matters is how insane this is. Might want to pay attention to Jack Carlson fighting Nick Fatiu. Let's listen to this right now.
Jack Ferreira and I talked about Bill Butters, a conspicuous absentee in period number 1. But the first shift, he's out there drawing a minor penalty. Throwing some punches at Larry Plow.
Larry Plow went after him, too. And that gives you some idea. If you're a regular follower of the Whalers.
Well, now Brackenberry and Selwood want to go, and here they go. Brackenberry and Selwood. Brackenberry gets 2 right hands. Selwood wrestling him now. 15 feet inside the line. Here's Butters, sneaks a shot on Plow. Bill Butters
from behind. That's all. Here comes the bench.
We've got a wild brawl here now.
Everybody on the ice.
McCartan picks up. Prince. We've got a wild brawl here at the Civic Center. Both benches emptied. Al Smith.
It's like the movie.
Players fighting everywhere inside the Saints zone.
Everywhere.
Everyone paired off. Fatiu now in Carlson. 2 players wrestling down there. It looks like Hank
Slavin, Bob. I'll tell you, that's one of the
Just pause it for a second. Alan Hankslavin, who later on in my life I got to be friends with him, which was kind of
really?
I forgot Alan Hankslavin was on this talk. Another tough guy. Nicest man in the world, but if you looked at him, you'd know. Run for your life! Anyway, go ahead.
Ungentlemanly, sneaky, just plain rotten things I've ever seen. Butters came from behind, came up behind Plow and cold-cocked him from behind. Smith and Garrett are at it. Hank Slavin has somebody down Landon, and
Slavin's hurt, Bill. They're calling for the trainer, and now Gambucci and Hurley, who are wrestling at center, come up, and now it's Smith and Garrett fighting. Wild scene here at the Civic Center as players in sticks and gloves all over the ice. The irony of the situation is Selwood and Brackenberry, who started it all, are now kind of just hugging each other at center ice, dancing around. But you're right, Bill, the despicable act by Bill Butters, sucker punching Larry Plow. And now, here we go. We still got Smith and Garrett involved with Busnick and Ricky Lee, and Landon's out there with McCartan. And here we go again. And
Smith and Garrett.
Piece of Garrett. But Garrett hasn't taken off his mask. And now Nick and Carlson come together. And now Nick wants Carlson. That's obvious.
This may be the main event. He was just holding 2 Saints, 1 in each hand. Oh, Carlson just cold-cocked Nick.
And Nick comes right back at him. Here they go. Fatiu and Carlson. Look at them slugging each other.
And down here in the far right hand, Brackenberry and Selwood still having some comments, still taking some swings. It looks like Saturday night at Roseland in New York. Everybody's paired off.
Are they playing organ during the fight?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the organist is playing as this is going on. The organist is literally playing. Yes, absolutely.
All the good guys in white, and the other ones are in blue. And Linesman, now Frenchie and Hampson are going at it. Selwood and Brackenberry. Bob, you watch the left-hand boards, I'll watch the right, and we'll just kind of override each other. How about that?
Well, now Butters and Swain are going at it in front. Smith now flailing away at Garrett. Right hands by Al Smith on John Garrett.
It's the goalie.
Carlson and Fatiu are separated. Nick's face is bloody. We've got a wild scene here in Hartford. And the irony of it all, look at the 2 trainers, Joe Altott and Glenn Gostick, just calmly chirping at the line. Selwood and Brackenberry got cuts and
Nick is cut, and he's going right to the box after Carlson. He shrugs the linesman off, gets spun around, and now both linesmen are in front of Fotillo. He's going into the visitor's box if he can get there, Bob.
Well, affable Bill Henderson, the Whalers director of minor officials.
Sounds like a movie, doesn't it?
Yeah. Must be counting his breath down there because he's got Carlson in there and an angry Fotillo and a cut Fotillo wanting at Mr. Carlson. But as we suspected, Glaspell let this get out of hand. It all started. And
Referee.
now Butters and Swain, and Smith wants a piece of Butters.
That's the goalie going after the goon.
Butters.
He just rides him right out of the play, too.
Smith
he kills him.
The crowd. The goalie knocks out the
Smitty
goon.
is really laying it on Butters, and Butters takes another right hand. Now O'Donnell is into it.
And Fotillo comes up on Butters. And now Brackenbury
This is
and
the
Swain
crowd.
go at it. They go into the
This is part of it.
penalty bench. This just mayhem out in the ice. Fotillo racing it after Brackenbury. And now Carlson out of the penalty box. I've never seen a fight like this in 20 years.
Right into the players' bench, in the Saints players' bench, there is a battle like you wouldn't believe. Fotillo and Carlson are down on the floor on the players' bench, Bob. You've got to get up here to see it all.
Hockey.
Well, we hope this ends soon. Cooler head. And now fans throwing beer down there. I hope they don't get involved in that because then it really will get nasty.
I don't know. Alan Glaspell better get out his pencil. He is going to have
his hands full, and there's still fights breaking out everywhere on the ice.
Everywhere on the ice.
I've never seen a scene like this, Bill, ever. I've seen many a nasty brawl, but never one as vicious and as long as this one.
April 11th,
there it is.
1975.
There it is. We got to take a break. That's Bob Newmeyer. Rest in peace,
also,
Bob Newmeyer.
In today's media, we'd never see a fight.
Oh,
no.
No, absolutely not. And it was, it's as North American can be.
Exactly.
Violence. It's what's for dinner. Anyway, we'll take a break and come back and talk about, is it Dogecoin?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we will do that when we come back right here.
Hi, folks. It's aging television heartthrob Tom Selleck. Back in the 80s, I played a Hawaiian detective on Magnum P.I. Look, this isn't my first rodeo, and let me tell you something. I wouldn't be here today if I thought the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show took advantage of any American podcast listener. Or worse, that it was some kind of way to take your home. Now, who the hell am I kidding? I'd sell my own grandmother for a hot lunch. No, a Mike O'Mara Bonus Show subscription isn't some kind of trick to take away your home. In fact, it's quite affordable. I mean, I can't afford that kind of thing anymore, but surely you can. After all, this is how Mike, Rob, and Oscar try to feed their families. Go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and start your subscription today, won't you? Look, I'm proud to be part of the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show family. I trust them, and I think you can too. The other thing people always ask me is if I banged Courtney Cox when I was on Friends. Yes, I did, and I think you could too.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This portion of our program brought to you by Rothy's. Looking good and feeling great just got easier thanks to Rothy's. Innovative, they're fantastic. They're new on the Mike O'Mara Show. They are incredible for shoe design. Everything Rothy's makes is better for the planet. Rothy's men's shoes are knit with 100% recycled materials. Even the sneaker laces are made from plastic water bottles. No wonder Rothy's best-selling men's shoe, the driving loafer in navy, gets a 5-star review from almost every customer. And the material on mine, I'm fascinated by the way they make it because you wouldn't know to look at them and feel them and see them on your feet that they have made all of these wonderful products from recycled material. It's really amazing. Rob has dumped the Berks for his Rothy's. Unbeatable comfort, classic styles, easy to clean, sustainable Rothy's men's shoes. Check every box. And if that wasn't enough, Rothy's just launched their first ever collection of accessories for men. Wallets. Haven't gotten mine yet, but I ordered it. Carry bags, card cases. Rothy's has all your everyday carry essentials. And Rothy's wallets are fully machine washable, just like their shoes.
Amazing.
To help you welcome the fall season in style, Rothy's is doing something special. They gave us the chance to share this super rare opportunity with our listeners. For a limited time, right now, you can get $20 off your first purchase at rothys.com/TMOS. That's ROTHYS.com/TMOS. Head to rothys.com/TMOS to find your new favorites today. All right, we said yesterday that we were going to talk to Oscar about the world of crypto. And by the way, I didn't bone you because you didn't do an Oscars take today, did you?
No.
No, your take is Dogecoin, right?
That's no. Right. Well, I mean, we mentioned that we might do Oscar's take.
Is whatever take you give me, Mike.
And I had the elements ready, but I mean, we went with the homepage. That's cool.
Okay, very good.
You wrote it. You got to read it.
Well, if you wrote it, I want you to read it. But I mean, I know. I'm so frustrated.
But he doesn't. He doesn't write Oscar's take.
No, you write it.
What?
You write Oscar's
You write Oscar's take.
I know I write. I just was, curious about.
You're crypto curious.
Yeah, he is
crypto curious. That's it. I write Oscar's take?
Yes. And then he reacts to it.
Yeah, you tee up the questions.
Oh, that's right. I write it.
And then I make an ass of myself.
I forgot that I wrote it.
But I'm not on camera now.
Do you think this is the sign? Do you think this is like one of the first signs?
No.
Do you remember when I showed the other day on this week's shows? I showed the picture of the earbuds that were not the hearing aids.
It's not the sign.
It's not the sign.
I showed the picture of the hearing aids that were not the earbuds. All right. So crypto. All right. I'm going to tell you what I've got, and really quickly because I know you've got some information here.
I have some.
My idea of crypto. It's so expensive now, like $60,000 for a Bitcoin.
61.5 now.
61. Most people buy little slices of it.
You can still buy slices and win, yes.
And you can still make purchases with your slices of Bitcoin. Correct?
Right.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So that's it. Other than that, I don't know. I'm afraid of it. I feel like I've missed it, that the opportunity to really grow is going to plateau. I just
Bitcoin
don't know.
would tell you otherwise.
Not a medical doctor.
Yeah, and we should have him back on because
I'd love to have him
He called
back
a
on.
shot.
All right.
He was on when Bitcoin was going through a dip, and it was roughly, I want to say $31,000, $32,000
I remembered
per coin.
It in 30. Yeah, I remembered it at about 30.
Let's say 30, mid-30s.
So he was talking about Bitcoin when it was in the mid-30s.
Yeah, and he said it's going to move. You just have to be patient. There are people, experts that, are financial experts, we clearly are not, that say it's going to go to 100,000 eventually. So the way I looked at the Bitcoin investment, and I felt like I was waiting too long for something to happen, so I got my slice out of there as soon as I could and made zero gain, just broke even, is if you have the funds, just buy. If you want to get involved, buy one, and just think about it as giving it, you're going to give it to your son when he turns 21, and then just lock it up and see what happens.
But it still falls into the category. I have to emphasize here. I get nervous when everybody's liking something. Because it always seems like the other shoe's going to drop.
And I also, to tack onto what Mike just said, I still don't understand back in the day when people were mining for it. They were just finding it.
Yeah, and guys, listen. I don't know if you should invest in crypto if you don't know about crypto and you're not going to watch it and understand a little bit more. I know that if I had the funds and I didn't need to remodel my house, I would probably buy Ethereum. Because Ethereum is going to be critical to the blockchain. And
what's the blockchain?
I'm not going to even pretend to try to explain that to you right now. But it has...
Thanks for your help.
It has a lot...
Yeah, that's the whole friggin' reason I did this segment.
It has a lot more utility than Bitcoin on its own. And Ethereum is posed to stop, to basically cap...
What's krill?
Oh, I don't mess with
whales eat it.
I don't mess with the
Bitcoin is currently at $61,532.
Yes.
What's Rarible?
I don't mess with the alt coins as they call them. The only one I know about is Dogecoin because
Ethereum is $4,182, and it looks to me like but Ethereum. It looks to me. What's Binance Coin?
It's owned by Jim Nance.
Talk about Ethereum.
Okay.
All right. Because Ethereum looks like it's down at a level where
this is how it was
you
proposed
could get
to
one.
me. That Ethereum can be used within the blockchain. And right now, Mike, you know this, to buy a home. And this is no knock on any of our sponsors. He
doesn't know what the blockchain is.
Well, I'm going to explain it to you.
All right.
How many steps does it take right now to purchase and again, I'm sure I'll get a bunch of emails. This is the way I understand it. How many steps does it take to purchase a home? How many forms do you have to fill out?
A lot.
Tons.
Right?
Yeah.
And then when you
apply for financing.
And then when you change, which is fine, but when you change your deed, how many forms do you have to fill out? It's the Old Testament, right?
Yes.
The blockchain can remove all of that bloat, so it can just certify how you're actually moving and these processes it takes to actually say who owns what without any shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. So imagine the 50 pages of a deed being transferred,
right,
being done with blockchain technology where it's almost instantaneous.
By the way, as I'm looking here on one of our fine advertisers, Coinbase,
right,
I am looking at, you think that crypto is just one thing like Bitcoin or Ethereum? Yeah. There is Binance Coin, Tether, Cardano, Solana, XRP, Polkadot, Shiba, Dogecoin. What do you want to say about Dogecoin?
That I bought in because, as Elon Musk said, it's the people's current crypto.
Didn't he sort of start it halfway as a joke, though?
He did. What's crazy about and this is not a coin you want to get involved with because it's sheerly gambling. That's all it is. Because it's not. It's
also 30 cents. It's 30 cents.
Yeah. So if you want to gamble 30 cents and have some fun, yes. Okay. But sell it when it gets to 35.
Like a penny stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like our pink sheets, as they call them.
Mike, there's one digital currency that I've invested in that I think you'd like. It's called Joe Coin.
Joe Coin. Rob is referring to our agent's man in charge, not even our real agent.
No. But
also,
guys.
We're at 5%.
With blockchain, you could follow, let's say, blood diamonds, right?
Right.
If you want a certified diamond that is not, that you have there's no 100% authenticity even through the GIA to say it's not a blood diamond because fraud's going to happen all the time.
Sure,
but with blockchain,
we have to get Doctor.
But with blockchain, based with Ethereum, which is what blockchain is built out of, you can actually certify that a diamond is not a blood diamond with a 100% accuracy.
Because of what? Speed?
Because of speed and the way that the blockchain keeps everyone accountable. There's always multiple copies of the record that are not centralized. It's decentralized.
How big and will this someday be our world currency? Where the euro, the dollar, where the currency of the world will be all of this cryptocurrency? Do you think that's what it's going to be? Because right now, it's hard. The market, by the way, is up 5.06%. I would assume that is the crypto market.
There is always going to be a home, Mike, for alt or decentralized currency. It's happening right now. And those that say no, there's a big thought process of say if the central bank, if they are actually giving parameters around cryptocurrency, they're certifying. They're validating cryptocurrency.
That this is valid.
About it.
But my question again, do you think someday this is the way it's all done? Eventually.
Will it be Bitcoin or Ethereum? I don't know, but yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm not saying
it's
that.
Digital,
Will crypto be the way we do it? Will cryptocurrency be the way we do it?
Will U.S. have its own crypto coin? Yes. And it will be that way.
All I know is this, Mike. As soon as cryptocurrency started to gain massive popularity, the world got COVID-19. Just saying.
There you go. Not a conspiracy theory.
Not a conspiracy
just
theory.
A thought.
But may I give you another quick note? And again, no expert, just a rube. Proceed with caution.
Right.
I was at dinner with the gentleman, and he literally laid the entire dinner was supposed to be about podcasting. We got to that at the end, but the entire time he was breaking down cryptocurrency, and he believes that Ethereum is the future.
Ethereum is.
Yes.
Which is kind of the second tier cryptocurrency.
Yeah, that actually has multiple applications outside of just being a currency.
Painting in broad strokes, did Ethereum sort of watch Bitcoin and go to school on it so it'll eventually have everything that Bitcoin has but then surpass it?
It has everything that Bitcoin has and more.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
It can be applied on a higher level.
Mm-hmm.
Look, this is pretty reasonable here. This is $35. I'm going to buy a share of magnesia because I think it's going to explode like explosive diarrhea. There it is. Why does he even say this to us? Because we're just a couple, right? Aren't we a couple of mallet heads? But I'll tell you something. I know they're an advertiser. Go through our website and go to Coinbase.
Yes, check it out.
If you want to see the real
Dip
deal.
your toe.
Coinbase is fantastic. I might dip my toe today.
Yeah.
I might do that. Hi, Ethereum. No. We'll be right back, everybody.
If you missed the latest bonus show, you missed a lot.
Here we go, Marty. We're going to take you back to 1980.
There's an undeniable, irrefutable fact. They're a trashy family.
Dog the Bounty Hunter was right.
You were selling your body.
I was spinning the hits, Rob. I love a good log flume.
Thank you, Charlie Stuangstabala.
Rated PG. The TMOS bonus show is your only chance to get that 5th hour of laughs, and it's sent to your device every Friday. Try a week, a month, or splurge for an entire year subscription. Your support keeps that comedy train chugging. Click the bonus show banner, get a subscription, and start laughing now. It's all at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Thank you, boys. Jim Amato, Mark Riddell, Twitch. We got to get you and Jim and Rob and me together on a weekend.
It'll be fun.
Maybe a Saturday evening or a Saturday afternoon for a recording session where we see what sticks to the wall. I think we should do that. I think a lot of fun stuff could come out of that. I want to remind everybody, you've been waiting for it, you've been asking for it, and now you got it. The 2021 TMOS Fruitcake Futures, they are out there. Time to place your order for the taste treat that has a flavor synonymous with the holidays and Yuletide cheer. After one taste, your taste buds will be happy and your heart will be even happier. Please support us. This is our fall fundraiser. Hit up MikeO'MaraShow.com, click the banner, and every purchase supports TMOS. TMOS Fruitcake Futures, our most sincere thanks for supporting our show, and Gary Crimble to you. This portion of our show is brought to you by a fine sponsor called Public Rec.
Love them.
I would rather be caught dead than wear my favorite pair of sweats outside the house. Why is it the clothes that are the most comfortable or the most unattractive? Why is that?
Why? Why?
Can you tell me that? Why? Answer me! Is it too much to ask to be comfortable and confident at the same time? That's why you have to check out Public Rec. They believe, don't shake. You have to.
You must.
Do it.
They believe that comfort starts with a better fit. Their best-selling all-day, everyday pant is available in over 40 different sizing combinations and can fit men anywhere from 5'8" to nearly 7 feet tall. Roar!
Thank you.
Now your favorite lounge pants can also be your go-to pant for work, happy hour, or the gym. These are the pants you need now that you need pants. And the fabric? Public Rec spent years engineering the perfect blend of softness, stretch, and durability. It's all the performance benefits you love with the added style for more formal occasions. They also have zipper pockets, so no more having your iPhone or wallet fall out when you sit down.
Oscar.
They come in 9 different colors, one for each day of the week, and then some. And they just launched their women's line, so anyone listening to this can enjoy Public Rec's better fitting comfort too. Who knew you could look sharp in sweats? Public Rec did. And just look at Oscar. I do every day.
Every day, yeah.
The best. Public Rec, rarely discounts, but right now they have an exclusive offer just for our listeners. Go to publicrec.com and use promo code TMOS to receive 10% off. That's publicrec.com and use our promo code TMOS for 10% off. Rob liked them so much that he gave them 7 minutes of copy, which I think is really, really special. And now let's open Rob's digital dumpster because
I wonder
he's got
who's in there.
to share his sounds with us.
I wonder who's in there,
Rob?
Hello, I'm George Papard.
Oh, the A-Team.
Yes.
The A-Team.
I believe he might be a resident there now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, okay, good.
He's been
Confirmed.
gone for a while.
Yeah.
I watched him play tennis in Hartford one time.
Oh.
Topless?
No, he's a big celebrity, and he was in a celebrity tennis. Same place I got Bill Cosby's autograph.
Oh, he's been canceled, though, Mike.
How about that?
Oh, Bill Cosby's calling.
He's out of jail.
Are
Hello?
you going to talk about me on the show?
Hello? Hold on just a second.
Yeah.
No problem. Call. Call is important.
Hold on.
It's the estate of George
It's
Papard.
the call of the
They
day
always hang up.
on
It's like they know.
TMOS.
What was it? Was it spam risk?
I think it was spam.
Yeah, I don't care for that. Oh, Mike, people will say that our current president, Joe Biden, is an older gentleman and maybe he lacks the hip gene. I don't think he does. I think he's super cool. And Olivia Rodrigo, who is a singer, dancer, actress, very
famous.
hot right now, visited Joe Biden in the White House and got a gift bag from him and you wouldn't believe what was in it. This is from the Kimmel Show.
They called and invited you to the White House.
Yeah, just so crazy.
She advocated for vaccine.
With the Ray-Bans, do you bring those, or does he hand them out?
He gave them to me, actually. He gave me a few gifts. He gave me those. He gave me some M&Ms, and he also gave me a shoehorn, which was strange.
Did he really give you a shoehorn?
Really, it had the presidential emblem on it. I'm serious. It's
a
in my
shoehorn.
house.
Well, if you ever
Stop it
thought
for a
Biden
second.
was too old.
A shoehorn, I know this from the radio days, is like a super ultra cheap
giveaway.
Mega, you can mass produce 1 billion of it, but it's a shoehorn.
But Mike,
that's an old man thing.
It's a presidential shoehorn.
I would love a presidential shoehorn. I suppose. I think everybody, if you've got a tight shoe, does your wife ever use a shoehorn?
I don't think we have a shoehorn in the house right now.
Really?
But we're not a musical family.
I have multiple shoehorns in my. I keep my laces done on my golf shoes and pop them right down.
Do you have a long one?
I have 2 long ones. Oh, by the way, go to any country club. They're all over country clubs, too.
Yeah.
We're old and we need to slip our shoes on.
People die and they leave them in the locker.
No, they have them hang up ass.
They're not spry.
No, okay, let's finish the tape.
I'm serious.
Please.
It's in my house.
Well, if you ever thought Joe Biden was too old to be president, now we know he is. See, he's giving out shoehorns.
That's awesome.
He's giving out shoehorns.
I don't know, among some other stuff.
Did you pretend to be interested in the shoehorn?
I didn't see it when he gave it to me. It was in a bag, and I opened it up. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
That's why Kimmel is the best. I love it.
The Ray-Bans are cool.
Yeah, I like that. And the M&Ms.
Ray-Bans are very. Who wouldn't want a pair of Ray-Ban aviators? Huh?
Yes.
Great sunglasses. All right, this is a throwback video from 1977 for kids going out trick-or-treating. I guess parents would play it for their kids, or parents would use it for advisement. I'm not sure all of the advice holds up. Listen to what it says. It's from 77.
This little witch doesn't know it, but she's taking some frightening chances of being hurt. Maybe badly hurt. It's a good idea to write your name, address, and phone number on the sack, just in case there is an accident.
Nothing that a predator would appreciate more.
On the set?
On your sack, on your candy sack.
On your sack.
Yeah, but
I have my name and phone number on my sack right now. Sharpied.
Good night. I don't know. You know what?
Did your wife laugh in the background?
Is that it?
You know, I got one more. I'm not going to go over that because I want to close with this. Because
awesome.
He's one of our. Carl has never laughed on camera.
I've never heard that before.
You do it.
Wait, you heard some in the background?
Yeah, she was laughing.
Yeah, it was great.
Did you laugh in the background, honey? No, that wasn't it. That's the dog.
No, I heard a laugh.
I heard Carla.
I heard a laugh.
All right. She's being cagey today. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't hear any dishes. Mike, let's close with this. This is our last regular show before Halloween. You and I love Bob Marley. This is one of my favorite jokes of his.
Grew up in the sticks in Maine. Halloween, that was great. Trick-or-treating. The houses are 5 miles apart. Like running a marathon with a costume on. Every couple of miles there's a guy with a cup of water with some M&Ms in it. Keep running, Batman. Keep running.
That's your digital dumpster. Have a great Thursday, everybody.
That is incredible. What happened? What happened? That's what happened. Hold on a second.
We're here.
I hit the wrong button.
It.
There we go.
You got it?
I got it.
Yeah,
there we are. Thank you.
Bye, George Papard.
Mind going, hands going.
Hey, Oscar, did you write an Oscar's take today?
No. Have I ever? No.
Glad that amused you. All right. Thank you for that. We'll be back. I hate you too.
No, you don't. You don't.
We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode. Please buy a fruitcake. We would really appreciate that.
Buy 2.
I love baking them. We will see you tomorrow for Robb Spiewak and Oscar Santana, who does a wonderful segment called Oscar's Take that I write. Yeah, well, that won't be coming back. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Keep running, Batman.
Ciao, ciao.
Want more? Make sure you check out The Mike O'Meara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MearaShow.com.
Mike O'Meara, Radio Entertainment.
Make good choices!
Gonads are useful for their purpose, but they are no substitute for brain.
Good night, ladies. Good night, sir.